All right, welcome back to the Set My Lineup Showdown, where we use expert consensus projections along with the Vegas lines to put our own values on the players for the Draftkings Showdown slates. So we've got a little bit of a special show going on today. I want to teach you guys how to set some lineups on Draftkings for free, especially if you've never really played DFS before and you want to get into it and give it a try. So go into DraftKings, create a lineup. You don't have to pay a single dollar. You can get in for free. I recommend paying $5 to create an account with money in it, though, so you can get some experience there, maybe get some more chances, and I'll show you what I mean. But anyway, this is the show about setting your lineups for free, so ignore all that, and let's go set some lineups. So you want to go to the lobby, click NFL, and then you'll see this page. Lobby is in the top left corner. You probably can't see that on my screen right now, but it's directly to the right of the DraftKings logo. And then you'll see featured and NFL. Then when you scroll down on that, you're going to come down to the actual lobbies here, and you're going to click on the featured button. You see the little star, and then you're going to go to the entry fee to order it by entry fee, and you'll see $0 lineups right here. Now these are going to be unlimited entries, so these are extreme tournament plays. Surprisingly, you won't see as many players in them as you might expect. This one's got 81K right now. Probably going to get close to double this by the morning. We'll see how it goes. These are single entry, so you only get one shot. Technically three here. The prize pool is looking like first place gets 500 bucks. Chances that you win that by your own without being tied with someone are pretty slim on these, but still, it's free money. It's a free chance to play if you've never done it before. Plug some things in and see what happens. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to play it. So if you've never seen the show before, this is kind of what we do. We go through the lineup like you see here. If you see, KFC is going to always put some sort of advertisement, or whoever is going to do this. This time KFC is trying to sell us some sort of iced chocolate cake that we're never going to buy. But that's fine. We're going to set a free lineup, try and win some free money for them showing us that cake anyway. So let's build a lineup. These are the expert projections combined or whatever to create the values that we're rolling with. These are the values compared to the lineup. So these are, I'm sorry, completely fumbled that. Like if I was a football player, I would be off the team. Just bench me. But we've got the salary right here, 3,400, 4,200, 2,800 for Rashad Higgins. If you watched before, I kind of recommended him. I believe that he had a decent game that time, but he's an extreme value play, 2,800, 7.55. And he's a receiver it's a good option. Anyway, we got Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield, kind of way down here at the bottom. Jared Goff being a much better value at $10,600 for 18.47 points, compared to 19.59 for 1,100. So there's Jared Goff there. And another thing that's going on here is the Vegas line. On top of our opinion, the Rams, we expect to smash them. If you've watched the show, again, we have not always been right when we think someone's going to smash them, and it's kind of burned us stacking lineups. But the reason we stack lineups is very good, and we're going to get into that in a second. So here's your value plays. Malcolm Brown's really awesome at that price. Rashad Higgins is as well. The kicker is decent for a flex. Over here on this side, we got Robert Woods, Malcolm Brown. So we're probably going to want to play Woods pretty heavy as our captain. We've got Brandon Cooks and Cooper Kupp pretty much in the same price range. And then we're going to throw Jared Goff in the flex. And that's how we're going to build a lot of our lineups if we were going to play this in a multiple games. This is a single lineup, so we're just going to try and build the best one we can and plug it right in. Go ahead and enter it in. Let's see if we all can't get tied for 500 bucks. But let's build a lineup. Actually, one thing I wanted to show you real quick. This is the numbers from the recent showdown games that we've had so far this season. So it's 8 games in this data that we're using. The average winning price was $48,163 in terms of the salary. The max was $49,900 and the min was $44,100. So this is kind of where we're going to go. If you're using optimizers, these are the numbers you're going to want to enter in. But while we're here real quick, I'm not going to get too much in this. Just check out some other episodes and subscribe. You'll see this page quite a bit. I just wanted to show you real quick that captain, wide receiver, 5, 63% of the time. So you want captains to be wide receivers pretty much. 25% of the time it's the QB, which is not too bad. So QB is pretty heavy. Some correlation right here, 45 to 13. So you don't always want to start the QB with your wide receiver. That being said, if you got a situation like the Rams where you expect him to throw quite a bit, I think it'd be silly not to have your QB with the wide receiver that you've got as your captain right here. So anyway, this is just kind of some of the numbers. This is the pricing that people would pay in terms of the average salary. This is the minimum salary that people have paid for captains in flex positions. So you want to throw your flyer in your flex, and flyers have not won yet in terms of the captain. Flyer running backs and wide receivers, sometimes tight ends. So I hope that you kind of follow this data. I just quickly wanted to show you why we're going to play wide receivers heavy in our captain spot. And also, we kind of have run some other numbers that we don't have displayed on the screen to see the number of players. You really want to play a 5-to-1 or a 4-to-2 stack. That means 5 players on one team and 1 player from the other, or 4 players from one team and 2 players from the other, just based on the odds. It's pretty often 50-50 as well, but usually your captain plus 3 to 4 other players should all be from the same exact team. All right. Yeah, one last thing. Currently, winning captains has never been a tight end, running back, or defense. And we've had some tight ends go off, and they still have not been in the most optimal lineup as the captain. All right. So we're going to just lean pretty heavy on the wide receivers here. So let's jump on over. We're going to go with a Robert Woods as our captain. And we want Jared Goff in the game. Malcolm Brown, the running back. Let's see. Malcolm Brown is a pretty cheap running back to get in the game. Let's go back over here to the display. Malcolm Brown, 10.7. So Todd Gurley is, I guess, if you think Todd Gurley is going to get checked a little bit like we always do in terms of his snap count, then Malcolm Brown is going to be a good option. 10.7 is pretty killer as well. So we might want to plug Malcolm Brown into our lineup to save some money. Kickers you might want to normally play, but because we're playing in a tournament that's an extreme tournament, we're going to avoid the easy money on kickers and things like that. We've got 7,500 average left. So we're stacking Rams, right? We got Jared Goff, Robert Woods, Malcolm Brown. We need to get another Rams wide receiver in this game, or Todd Gurley. I think we're going to go with Brandon Cooks and hope for some big touchdowns. We still have $7,000 left. Let's see. We could play $7,000 per player left. Jarvis Landry cuts us off, so we could just go with, we can just stack it all the way up. Go with the running back as well. Right here, that's 2 running backs. Now we want Malcolm Brown to steal from Todd Gurley in this case, so we'll go with another Cooper Kupp. And now we need somebody from the Browns. And we've got Njoku on IR. So who is this guy? Ratley? All right, let's see. David Ratley is really cheap. Or we could go with one of the kickers, or we can't go with Everett. So we could go with Ratley, or we could go with Siebert. We're going to go with Ratley in at wide receiver for the Rams. That's crazy. I don't know if we want to do that. I mean, he's the number 3 wide receiver. I think we're going to do it. We're going to put Ratley in this game because we need a little bit of a flyer anyway, right? That leaves $3,000 on the board. So that's what, 4,700? Does that put us in our range that we looked at here? Between 44 and 49, it absolutely does. Let's go back to the display. Did Ratley even make it up here? He's way down here on the bottom. He made it on the list, but he is in the bottom of the barrel. If we were playing in something that wasn't a free lineup, we would go with one of the kickers or something a little bit safer. But because it's a free game, we're going to go with Ratley to have a little bit more of an upside, and also hopefully a little bit more contrarian to the rest of the field. So that is what I'm entering. You're going to see me hit the enter free button right here, paying $0 to do this. And this is the lineup I'm going to play. So shoot, go ahead and play me, copy my lineup, see if we can't match up in this game and split some money on this free lineup. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's how you play for free. This is the KFC free lineup. Enter, I'm done. It takes you right back here so you can see your lineup. If you click up here, you can go back to the lobby. That's where you clicked initially. NFL, still on free, still on featured. Now we're on free. See right here, you can go in and click and edit that anytime you want. At the same time, we've got a couple other free ones right here. Free football contest, free this. So this is a classic one. I'm not going to get into building this lineup, but you can get in and try your hand at a classic lineup right here for free as well. You see the enter free button. This one's got some straight talk wireless. I'm probably not going to switch to them either, but anyway, thank you guys for supporting this so that we can do this. And thank you guys for supporting me. Subscribe. Later.